It was a good performance by our guys tonight. I tell you what, TD was fantastic. And I coach all of our guys pretty hard, I feel, and TD gets it sometimes. He gets it from me, and he's the most responsive guy that I've been around. Because I'll go at him and he'll say, "Yes, coach. Stay on me, coach. I'm gonna get this right for you, coach." And tonight, he flourished. He flourished on both ends of the floor. His rebounding was phenomenal. Doma set the tone. I can literally go down the line. Everybody that played contributed in the right direction or right way for us. For Domas to control the game like he did, make the game easy for all his teammates, was fun to see. Harrison was fantastic. Nobody's going to stop Kevin Durant. The only thing you can do with Kevin Durant or guys like that is just try to make him work a little bit. And Harrison's been phenomenal the whole year defensively. And we double-teamed KD. That's what great players deserve. They deserve that type of respect. But for Harrison to stay with it the whole game was a lot of fun to watch. And we're doing little things defensively that don't show up in the stat sheet that are very, very encouraging. And I kind of said this about our team in general when we were 0-4, or we were going through those first 4 games. You see things that don't show up in the stat sheet, and you're like, oh my gosh, we might be getting it. And if we do, we got a chance. And there were some things that we did defensively tonight where I was like, wow, okay, we're moving in the right direction. And so now if we can get to a point where we can put it all together for longer stretches of time, we'll have a chance at this thing. I had 39 assists, 81% or 84% from the free throw line. Our guys played well tonight.
Mike, you have no idea what your team is going to look like in a game like this. First time on national TV for a lot of these guys in a long time. How excited are you that this is who showed up tonight and this is the performance you got out of your guys?
All those players in that locker room deserve it, because I'm telling you, they've been busting their behind. And you local guys know, because you've seen it a little bit and you've heard me talk about it and you've heard them talk about it. And so now to be on a national stage, and I heard the commissioner was in the building too, to have him in the building and see Sacramento and see the work that those guys have put in. And then on top of that, to feel the fans, it is extremely exciting for me. I'm proud of the guys in the locker room, and I'm excited for the city of Sacramento.
Terrence Davis defined staying ready tonight. How special was that for the entire team to witness that performance?
It was fantastic. Our slogan is, all in. And if you're all in, no matter if you're playing or not, you're going to keep yourself mentally and physically ready to step on that court. And TD was huge for us. I mean, he created the separation. He kept the separation. And he just helped everybody have an easy game with his defense, with his offense, just with his presence out there. And I'm happy for him. Like I said, it's a fantastic game he played on both ends.
You mentioned stuff that you were kind of seeing hints of early in the season that you're seeing more now, like defensive details. I'm just like, what are those details?
Kevin on the weak side. I don't know if you saw, it was a timeout, and I went and hugged him. He did a couple of things on the weak side defensively that, again, won't show up in the stat sheet, but just being in the right spot early, making that paint look crowded, then getting out and contesting a shot, then possibly sinking and then contesting another shot. His multiple efforts and his positioning were fantastic. And to see that growth on that end of the floor on the backside is for as a coach, it's extremely exciting slate. Very, very exciting.
Is it hard to be overly critical in a game like this?
No, I can find some stuff.
To that point, though, I mean, you see how much your team is enjoying it. You see how much the fans are enjoying it. Just how much do you allow yourself to step back and enjoy the moment as well?
It's a great question. I don't know. You know what? I think when I talk to my grandson. He can't talk yet, but I talk to my grandson before every game. I'm in the back. I'm like, Iverson, hi, because he's on FaceTime right now. And that's when I have the most joy. And then my son's excited. Both my sons are excited, and when they're excited and Iverson's excited, then I get excited, I guess. But I told the guys in the locker room, I said, man, I'm gonna stay on you guys. I said, I don't know any other way. It's their job to try to respond to what I'm saying and get better. Not everything that I'm saying is right. So it's a fine line. To a certain degree, you got to block some of it out, that I'm saying or I'm getting on them about. And you got to have the confidence that I'm saying this because I love you and I know we can all get better if you get better. And I think the guys feel that, and they're responding to it. And when that happens, it's also fun for me too.
You alluded to it with TD and how hard you are on him sometimes, but
Yeah.
During this run, you've had contributions from bench guys at
100%.
Different nights. Just what stands out to you about just overall your bench's ability to get that production from different guys in different games?
Man, it's a great feeling because, again, it's why we're a team. If somebody goes down like Keegan did tonight, you can look to the bench and you can go to somebody to step up. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to go out and get 31 or be a plus 35, but you said it. We've had guys contribute on multiple nights that may not have played for a while or, been playing sparingly, and all of a sudden they step up and they step up big for us. And again, that's sky's the limit when you start to have that happen.
Mike, as you can imagine, the last 16 seasons have been tough for this fan base and for this city. Tonight felt like a message for the team, of course, but was there an element of this win and the performance, the 150-plus points, that was also a message for the city, like you mentioned?
Yeah, and the fans were fantastic. You can feel their energy in the building. We felt their energy against the Warriors. And like I said, to be on national TV and have the performance that we had as a group, have the fans into it like they always are into it, and then have the commissioner in the building. Again, it feels good for the city of Sacramento and the fans to be in that position and to perform like that for them on this stage.
Quick question about Keegan Murray. Do you have an update on his status?
I don't. He's going to get evaluated tomorrow. Yeah.
And then you mentioned how you want to see your guys put everything together like they did, but for longer stretches. So how complete of a game was this in your mind?
We fouled a little too much. The 33 free throws are something that we want to try to stay away from. We got a little sloppy offensively at times, and so there are some things that we can correct on that end of the floor. And then defensively, we weren't always on a string. So we'll watch the film and we'll get better from it. But the reality of it is 39 assists, 153 points. It was a very, very good performance. But another thing I told our guys is we have to understand that I'm going to keep pushing you to value every single possession, because the more possessions we can value, at the end of the day, the better performance we're going to have. So I think our guys are buying into that and they're understanding it, and they know the direction that I'm trying to push them, lead them, however, and they're starting to do that on their own. They're starting to hold each other accountable, which is great.
All right, we only have time for
Yeah, Coach, even when you guys lost your first four, you were saying that you guys were trending upwards,
Right.
but how important the wins were for the belief
Yep.
in the team of your schemes and each other. How big is the win streak and then it being topped off with tonight's win for that belief?
Well, I hope it's not topped off yet. But again, when you have performances where, everybody contributes, especially a guy like TD contributes the way he did, and then when you do things out there that you keep telling the guys, no, if we do it at a high level with effort, and you're here to help and doing this and that, when you do those types of things and it works like this, again, it just adds to the belief. And I said it before, when you have a team that's a pretty good team, when you have that team believe at a high level, good things can happen.
Yeah, Coach, I'm thinking you got 80-plus points from your bench tonight, but the shooting from the three-point area, pretty much average attempts, but you made just about 50% tonight. Is this something that you've been seeing in practice, too? Because they didn't harness anything. They didn't hold back anything. They kept firing up that ball. And
we can – this group can shoot. We have a lot of guys that can shoot the basketball, and I've seen it from day one. From day one in practice, this group shoots at a high level. So for me to see us make 23s is definitely not surprising, because I've seen it from a lot of guys, and they put in the work. They put in the work before practice. They put in the work after practice. I have to schedule blackout days so the guys don't come into the gym sometimes. That's how hard they're working. So one thing I know we can do, we can shoot that ball. Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys.